The Economist. First test I did was on my phone. Let's see if it's starting here. Let's see. If we come here. Yeah, now it's showing up. So I look at this at the same time. Looking down here. So I did it on the phone, and then I had music intro, and it was looping, so it's over my voice all the time. So, and now somebody here, hello from Los Angeles, saying hi, cheerio, and this is the second take said from on Boston Tea Party, commemorate the Boston Tea Party, and also making a commentary on an article in. Wonder if this will be too dark or if it's okay. I have my natural sun light therapy lamp over there. It's early in the morning here. It's soon 8 a.m. Central European time. I'm trying. My goal is to do this. I will do a bit dark mode. Do it on every week on Wednesday, like a Wednesday wrap up. Shout out to people and doing a commentary, as I said, on a news article, Economist. It's the latest issue. It's often digital already on Thursday, Friday, I think, but you get it in the mail Monday, Tuesday. So, and today is an important day. I think it should be a holiday. Boston Tea Party, December 16th, 1773. Without that, we wouldn't have Independence Day and the United States of America, I think. Or it will came later. So I've been celebrating this day in Gothenburg, Sweden, at the cafe and cultural event place called Vida la Vida in Gothenburg, as I said. And we have been drinking tea, the second most popular beverage in the world. Cheers. Here's my blogger mug. But due to this pandemic situation, I couldn't make it this year. So then I thought, how about doing it online? Commemorate, giving a tribute and homage to the Sons of Liberty and the Daughters of Liberty. And I will read from my friend here on Facebook, Scott Hologram, that posted and tagged me on Facebook. Remember at midnight Eastern Time tonight that a group of American colonists disguised as Indian boarded 3 British ships and dumped tea in the Boston Harbor. I'm here now reading from an iPad, so that's why I will look on the right here. This raid, known as the Boston Tea Party, was in protest to the British Parliament Tea Act of 1773, which granted a virtual monopoly in the American tea trade to the East India Company in the act of taxation tyranny. Third paragraph here by Scott Hologram. When the 3 ships, the Dartmouth, the Eleanor, and the Beaver, arrived in the Boston Harbor, according to History.com, the colonists demanded that the tea will be returned to England. When the oppressive governor refused, American patriot Samuel Adams, as you know, the beer brand, organized the Tea Party with about 60 members of his underground resistance group, the Sons of Liberty. The government-favored tea was dumped in the Boston Harbor on the night of December 16th. And that was by Scott Hologram on Facebook. And please go to my Facebook account, Martin Lindeskog, and read the 4th last paragraph by Scott Hologram. As a tea drinker, I wonder how long it had been brewed and steeped there, and how tea tasted afterwards. And the story they tried to get to the king to get money for what's happened with the tea. So, and on me, I'm wearing today the Minuteman and the Sons of Liberty and Tea Party. And it was for a site, illustration for a site that I had a friend about tea. And it's created by illustrator and editorial cartoonist John Cox. I have it here also. It's a t-shirt. So, and so connecting tea enthusiasts, the tea bag there. So now I will read some scripts here. This is, as I said, the first time or second take I'm doing this. It's a learning process, and I will fail forward. For example, I was find a cord to this Samsung microphone, Meteor microphone. So I'm using the one IK Multimedia iRig miccast that I'm often doing with my podcast, using service like Ringer for long distance and Backpack Studio when I'm doing solo shows and when I'm recording on this. So, and I'm using MacBook Pro from 2011, and I hear the fan is going on, so I wonder how that's working. So with that, as a poor capitalist, you could support me in different ways. That's one of the reasons that why I like these apps. You could give awards, thumbs ups, high fives, etc. And you get 100 coins when you sign up using my link. And you could also buy coins and support. And my first take there, thanks for Blair. I saw you gave a reward, so thank you very much for that. And nice comments by community managers of apps and others, of users. So now I'll read some scripts here. I'm working hard on these broadcasts, and support from viewers like you allows me to stay independent, like Independence Day. If you get any value out of that, what I'm doing, please support me. And the value what I'm thinking is, I'm subscribing to this magazine. It's cost about $6-7, depending on accounting. The subscription price for an issue of this. So maybe my goal will be like $10 per broadcast every week, and then I could do a follow-up on Thursday. Tor's dog in Swedish, like Tor, the Norse god, and he takes out his hammer. So ventilating something going on. So cheers. And then in the future I will do an episode on Ego Netcast about the article. And also I would want to do, as I said, a shout out to Eileen Smith that introduced me to HAPS. And I look forward to talk to the co-founders and others at HAPS about their service and their plans and the name, what's HAPS, and so on. And I like it as it is, and please give me constructive feedback on how it's working and what I could do, if I could use this also on my phone, also on the go, and also how I will upload jingle, like the intro music before, because you could prepare a broadcast in advance. When I want to use jingle, Jim, as we call him, Jim Johnson of J Tunes Productions, and he have created several of my jingles for my podcast. So I want to use that in the beginning. But when I did it on the phone the first time, it was going a loop all around with the music, not Jim's music, but the default music that you have on apps. So I didn't know how to remove that, and I got comments on that. So that's the first take. Another script here from HAPS is, I'm really exciting by what I'm doing at HAPS. And if you're using my invite link, you will get hundreds of free coins that you could use to tip me, or any other broadcasters. As I did, for example, with Eileen, gave 100 credits, coins, and then 500 coins. And like 100 coins, it's like 1 Swedish crown or something like that. But you get that for free when you start out, and then you could buy, as I said, and earn it by, this is like a gamification, like a new media advisor. I see they have checked the boxes of getting active, fun stuff with a nice community, and you use that in a positive way, and interaction, yeah, and support. So I like that. Third one, the script here is, please support my journalism like a citizen journalist, so I can continue broadcasting news you won't see anywhere else. This is my take on things. Your support covers my expenses and shows me you care. Thanks. So talking about that, this is like a net cost, broadcasting over the net. My podcast, my first podcast is Ego Netcast. I've talked about that before, why I picked the name Netcast instead of podcast, but it is a podcast. But right now, this could be a supplement to my podcast. And you could get a bit feel of behind the scenes and how it is. For me, to be now on the camera, yeah, it's a bit, like I said, my voice, I have a message. That's the important thing. How I look and how I see my nice cap and so on, Ego Netcast. That could be, of course, fun to do, and the beard, Christmas beard. But other than that, I like to use my voice. But coming back to the article that I will talk more about on my podcast, and it's December 12th. And so that is often comments on Thursday, Friday, digital, and in the post, in the mail, on Monday, Tuesday. So the cover article, and I've been on webinar with the Economist talking about how they pick the cover, and I think that's pretty neat. So this is, a fiat paper note. We found this there. And will inflation return? Question mark. And the short answer is yes. As long as we have a fiat money system without any objective standard, a gold standard, backed by gold, inflation will return sooner or later. And more about that, we could talk in the future about Keynes economics and Austrian School of Economics and others. So this is my thing of doing it, talking about new media, business philosophy, and the good life, including tea. And here I've got a high five award from, and this is to read also. It's on a dark screen and pretty light, so I have to figure out how I could look at that. So I will use it my phone here. So excuse me for looking down. I could watch it at the same time. Yes, Mark Moses. Thank Mark. They did. Okay. Now, Mark Moses, Donna have comment. And Brett Walker just subscribed. Thank Brett. Oh, hello from Los Angeles. Say Brett Walker. And Donna say hi. And Mark Moses high five award. So I got 0.10 US dollar. Thank Mark. It was nice to see you and visit it here. So I think with that, to do a wrap up in the middle of the week, shout out to Eileen Smith again. Eileen here on this broadcast platform, and Eileen on Twitter, for example, Eileen Smith. I think that's it. So thanks for tuning in. here in early morning in Central European time, middle of the night in like California and other places. So we will talk soon again. And yeah, with that I say cheerio and talk soon again. Drinking tea, Ceylon tea from my lager mug. Cheers. Now I'll see how I'll end the broadcast is up here on the right. And it will be interesting to see also the destinations that I have created. Free running, and it's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And I tried Periscope, but that didn't work. And I will do a comment on that soon because I saw the news that Periscope will shut down. Maybe Twitter Live will be enough for Twitter. So owning Periscope. With that, talk to you soon again. Cheers.